Hello all, welcome to part 4 of TestNG training series. In this session, I am going to explain and practically show you how to use TestNG testing framework for Selenium automation. So let's get started. So we can use TestNG testing framework for Selenium automation for UI testing purpose. Okay. So here is the thing. We can use it for Selenium, we can use it for rest assured, we can use it for APM and so on. Okay. So first I'll show you how to use TestNG testing framework for Selenium. In the next session, I'll show you how to use TestNG testing framework with rest assured framework. Okay. Rest assured automation for API testing automation. Okay. First UI automation with Selenium, how to use TestNG testing framework is the thing. Then the same TestNG testing framework, how to use with rest assured API automation, I'll cover in the next session. Okay. Fine. So coming with the Selenium, guys. So there are some prerequisites here, which I have already done in the previous sessions. Okay. So install and configure Java. Java is already installed in my machine, guys. Okay. If you want to confirm that, we can go to control panel. Okay. Whether Java is already there or not. Okay. In the previous sessions of this series, I already installed Java in my machine. You see, Java is already there. Okay. Java software is already there. You can, and also configured, guys. Okay. It's already configured. Okay. But we have downloaded and installed Java latest version, JDK latest version, and we have configured Java using environment variables. Okay. We can go to edit system environment variables, and I'll show you how it is configured. Here you see Java underscore home is created with the Java folder path where the Java has installed in my machine. Okay, till the folder path we have given, and also in the path I have provided Java home bin folder. Till bin folder I provided the path. Okay, I edited the path. Okay, this I already covered in the previous sessions, guys. So I'm not going to cover. So we can check whether Java is properly installed and configured or not for Selenium by opening the command prompt anywhere in your computer, any folder and anywhere in your computer, and type Java hyphen version here. And you see 17.0.4.1. Okay, we got the version of Java. Then install and launch Eclipse IDE. Okay, so I have already installed and launched Eclipse IDE, and also how to install and launch Eclipse IDE already covered as part of the previous sessions, guys. Okay, as part of previous sessions, I already covered this. Here I already covered how to install Eclipse IDE, how to launch Eclipse IDE. Here we already have the Eclipse IDE, guys. I directly launched it. Java is there now. Eclipse IDE has been launched. Okay, these things I already covered, guys. I don't have to cover again. Okay, so they are covered as part of the previous sessions. You can follow the previous sessions, like it acts like editor for Java programs. Java is required, which is already installed and configured. We have downloaded and installed latest version of Eclipse IDE from the official website of Eclipse, and finally we have launched Eclipse IDE like this. Okay, if you don't know the process, you can follow the previous sessions. Okay, done. Then we have to install TestNG plugin for Eclipse IDE. Okay, that is already done here, guys. Okay, installing TestNG and using in projects. Here I showed you how to install TestNG Eclipse IDE plugin. That is also there. To confirm whether in this Eclipse IDE TestNG plugin is there, you can see here there is a TestNG icon coming. That means TestNG plugin is already installed. Another way to confirm that is go to window, say show view, and select other. And here type TestNG. If you are getting a TestNG option, that means TestNG plugin, TestNG Eclipse IDE plugin is already installed in your Eclipse IDE. So this part is also done. Now let's create a Maven project, guys. After all these presets are done, let's create a Maven project. File, new, just select file, new, and go to project, guys. And here type Maven, okay, which is a shortcut, and select Maven project here. Click on next, and again click on next. Here let's wait for the archetypes, that is a project Maven project templates are getting downloaded here, guys, retrieving. Here some list of archetypes will come, templates will come. We'll choose one of the good template, okay, that I generally choose for every project or something. Okay, let's wait for these archetypes to be downloaded, guys. Let's wait for some more time. It will be done in a while. Let's wait. Yeah, we got the archetypes. Now here I type Maven hyphen archetype hyphen quick start. Like this, I'll type Maven archetype kickstart. I'll get this org.apache Maven archetypes with 1.4 version. Okay, quick start one. This one we have to select from Apache, guys, having the 1.4 version. Click on next. And here we have to give the project name, guys. I'll give the project name as since I am trying to show you how to use TestNG with Selenium. I'll say Selenium TestNG project. Okay, like this I'll give STP I'll give, and here SPAC I'll give. Okay, some package name like SPAC, default package names. Click on finish. A Maven project will be created, guys. You already know how to create the Maven project because I already covered as part of the previous session. But I created the Maven project again freshly to show you how to use TestNG testing framework with Selenium automation for UI automation purpose. Next what? Once the loading is done, Maven project is successfully created. Expand this, guys. Expand this. Okay. Let's run few sample or UI automation tests for login feature of tutorials in the application. Okay. We'll be using TestNG testing framework along with Selenium, guys. Okay. So here I'll go to src test Java first, and here there is a package with the default file. I'll delete this package with default file first of all. Okay, I'll delete this default file with package file first. Now let's create a new package. New package. Generally in real time we create the packages like this. For example, if you're automating this application like tutorialsninja.com, this application, if you're automating, we'll write the package name in reverse way. com.tutorialsninja like this. Okay, we'll create the package like this, guys. Okay, so let's create this. And also here under this com.tutorials ninja, I'm going to create a sub package, create package. I'll say dot test package. That is sub package. Dot means sub, guys. Okay. Under that test package. So you can delete. Let that be. Okay. Com.tutorials. Once you have more sub packages, right, it will be divided properly. But for now, com.tutorials ninja tutorials ninja dot test. Okay. Under this, I'll create a new class. Okay. Under this, I'll create a class, say demo class. Otherwise, login, right? I want to automate the login. So login functionality. You see here, this application is there, and here there is a login. If I have to go to the login page, I have to go like this, and you have to give the valid credentials, invalid credentials, without credentials, valid and invalid credentials, invalid email and valid password, like that. Different test cases I can create, guys. Okay, different test case I can create. That is what I want to automate. So I want to give the class name as login, guys. Click on finish. I don't want to use main method, as I already mentioned in the previous sessions why I don't use main method. When there is TestNG testing framework, you don't have to use main method. Okay, you are going to use TestNG test methods. So first let's create a TestNG test method, guys. Okay, first let's write some Selenium code inside TestNG test methods of the class for few login tests of tutorials in Java. Let's create some test cases. Okay, so expand this anything TestNG. I'll tell you this one will come naturally, guys. These things will come naturally. So here in this particular class, I'll create a method first, public void. First test case I am going to create. Verify login, verify login with with valid credentials. Okay, verify login with valid credentials like this. Is a normal method. It's a normal class and this normal method. If you want to convert this normal method in this project to TestNG test method, okay, because I'm not going to use main method, I have to use TestNG test method. I have to provide an annotation from TestNG. I will explain more about annotations later, guys. But this particular annotation, I cannot wait. Okay, so I'm directly using. Before the topic of annotations in TestNG is covered, I'm directly using the @test annotation from TestNG, guys. In the TestNG library, we get this @test. Over the mouse, you see you are not getting any import statement because this Maven project is by default coming with Java library, but it doesn't come with the TestNG library. You have installed a TestNG Eclipse ID plugin, which gives you options like TestNG results tab and running the TestNG files and all those stuff. But it will not give you an option to import this annotation class annotation. Okay, this is from JUnit, guys. You are getting from JUnit. I want to import this @test from TestNG. Don't select the JUnit. Okay, go to the pom.xml file in Maven, guys. Okay, and here under the dependencies, you see JUnit is by default coming. Remove the JUnit. I don't need JUnit. I want TestNG. Okay, which is more powerful than JUnit, as I already explained in the previous sessions. Now here, in between the dependency tags, I need to add the TestNG library first. Okay, as per the need, we will be adding the libraries and all. Okay, ambient repository will say. Here, simply type for whatever you are looking for, that is TestNG. Click on this TestNG, guys, and take the latest version and copy this Maven dependency tags. Okay, just click on this, it will be copied to clipboard and come back here and simply paste it here. That's it. Press tab, save, TestNG libraries will be downloaded, guys. You see Maven dependencies came, and here TestNG library has been downloaded and automatically configured by this pom.xml file in this project. Okay. Now go back to login.java, hover the mouse, and you see before @test, if I right click here and say run as, you will not get any run options to run this. Okay, but either you should have main method here, or it should be a TestNG test method. Okay, since we are using TestNG framework here, we also added the libraries of TestNG just now. Now you'll get the options to import this test annotation from TestNG. You see TestNG annotations importing. Okay, done. Once you import that, since Eclipse ID, TestNG Eclipse ID plugin is also installed, we are getting some additional options like run all, run and debug options. Okay, it's got selected, guys, somehow. That's fine. So here, now in this TestNG test method, let me write some Selenium automation code. Okay, let me write some Selenium automation code. So how do I write? Okay, so here we need this in for Selenium automation code. If you are new to Selenium, guys, okay, just blindly follow this. What I'm trying to do, you'll learn something out of this. Okay, but I want to show you the practical purpose of TestNG with Selenium. Okay, that's the reason I am covering this session. Okay, it's better that you learn Selenium Java and then come to this series of TestNG training series, so that you will get more knowledge on TestNG, guys. Okay, because I'm going to cover partially like TestNG with Selenium, TestNG with API, like that. I'm going to cover here and there. Okay, for examples and all. So you will learn both API and UI automation in this as part of this training series of TestNG. Okay, but anyhow, let's use WebDriver Manager, another library, guys. Okay, so here I have to type WebDriver. Okay, this is a Selenium code I have to write. Before writing the Selenium code, I need WebDriver Manager to manage the drivers of Selenium. WebDriver Manager dot nothing will come. Okay, this will not work because in the pom.xml file that WebDriver Manager library is not mentioned. Okay, I have to mention the library of WebDriver Manager. So here go to MVN repository again and search for WebDriver Manager. Okay, and you'll get this cat symbol WebDriver Manager. Go with the latest version and go to the Maven dependencies, copy this, come back here, paste it here, that's it. Now press tab and organize, save this, done. Now come back here, now say WebDriver Manager dot, you will get it. It's taking a while, but you'll get it, okay? Let's say I want to use Chrome driver, okay? Chrome driver, okay? Dot setup. It's so easy to use, guys, okay? Chrome driver dot setup, okay? So I want to run my Selenium automation scripts on Chrome browser. So this is the first line I have to write WebDriver Manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. After that, I'll write WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. In Selenium, Chrome driver is a predefined class, and I'm creating an object for the Chrome driver predefined class in Selenium library. I will import this. You see, I'm unable to import this Chrome driver class from Selenium because this project is not yet configured with Selenium library. Again, go to pom.xml file. Here, add the dependency tags for Selenium, and that to Selenium Java, guys, because we are using Java here. Okay, say Selenium Java. Okay, Selenium space Java, and you will get the Selenium Java now. Click on the Selenium Java, guys. Go to the latest version and copy this dependency tags for Selenium Java and come back here and paste it here. That's it. And just organize this stuff and save this. Once you save this, the dependency tags for Selenium Java will be added here. You see a lot of jar files got added already. Selenium, Selenium Java also got added. Okay, you can see here Selenium Java. Okay, 4.4.0 and all those stuff. Okay, fine. Now come back here and here hover the mouse on the Chrome driver and sometimes it will not come. It will take some time. Hover the mouse again. Hover the mouse on Chrome driver and you'll get this import statement, import Chrome driver class from Selenium library. You are creating an object for the Chrome driver class and assigning to the variable of the parent interface known as WebDriver interface of Selenium. WebDriver is the interface, guys, which can store the object of the Chrome driver class or Firefox driver class or Edge driver class or whatever the class. Okay. Generally, when you are writing Selenium automation scripts, we don't create Chrome driver. Driver is called new Chrome driver. We generally write WebDriver driver is called new Chrome driver so that we can assign object of any driver to the WebDriver interface. That's the funda. Now, driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. This particular line is going to maximize the browser window. Okay, if you are new to Selenium, also you can learn from this session, guys, because I'm explaining each and every line. This new Chrome driver will launch this constructor will be called here, and it will launch Chrome browser. Okay, it will launch Chrome browser. Okay, I'm not going to explain Selenium in detail, but at least I'll tell you what lines are going to do here. This will maximize browser as the name speaks, right? Maximize browser window, Chrome browser window. Okay, then I want to open the application URL. I want to open the application URL. Further, I have to use a command from Selenium known as get command. So this object reference dot get command. Okay. So what is application URL here? This is application URL, guys. Okay. tutorialsninja.com/demo is application URL. Provide that application URL in the double quotes. Better to copy paste, guys. When you type, you'll miss out HTTP or something and you'll get errors. Better to copy paste this URL into this and you'll get all the protocols and all the stuff. Okay, without any mistakes. Now this will launch the Chrome browser. After launching the Chrome browser, after maximizing the browser, this will open the application URL. Okay. Here application will URL will be opened in the browser. Application URL is opened in the browser. Okay. Application URL is opened in the browser. Then after that, what I want to do? After that, I want to click on my account. Okay. I want to click on my account. So in order to click on the my account, Selenium is by default blind, guys. Selenium is by default blind. Selenium provides a method known as driver.findElement, but this find element is without the help of locator, it cannot find. This particular method without help of locators will not find. So what exactly locators are is out of topic for this session, but locators are the ones that will help Selenium in locating this particular UI element on the web page. Okay, Selenium cannot directly locate this element on the web page. Selenium with the help of locators will locate this element on the web page. Okay, you can do one thing, guys. You can install a plugin known as selector sub plugin. Okay, so if you are already have installed, guys, but if you are not installed in your machine, you can install a plugin on it. Just type selector sub and you'll be taken to this chrome.google or you will be taken to the official website. Chrome.google is better because you see this official website, you can go from official website or directly chrome.google is also fine. Since I already have installed, launch option will come for me. Okay, remove from Chrome or something will come from me. Already installed, you will get add to Chrome and it will be added, guys. Okay, so that's simple it is. So how to use this selectors of for creating locators for this my account, so that locators will help Selenium in locating or finding this my account option. Inspect this, guys. Okay, inspect this or inspect this, or you can also do one thing, is right click and selector sub. You see a lot of options are coming right click only. Okay, I'll say copy relative XPath. Okay, I'll say copy relative XPath. Otherwise you'll say inspect here and see the HTML code, and if there is no ID, there is no name, look, no name attributes and all, directly you can say right click and select copy relative XPath. Come back here. Here you mentioned by class. Okay, there is a by predefined class in Selenium which will help us in accessing these methods known as XPath and all. So since I have to provide the XPath of that my account, I'll just provide double quotes here. And this is static method of the by class, guys. That's why you are able to access by dot XPath directly. Okay, you don't have to create object for the by class to access this XPath method. Now you see this is the locator, and with the help of the locator, Selenium is able to find the my account. And what I want to perform on the my account, I want to click on the my account. For that, there is a command in Selenium known as dot click. Okay, this will click on my account option. Once it clicks on the my account option, I have to select the login option. Okay, inspect this login option, guys. Here HTML code, this is a hyperlink. Whenever it is a hyperlink, if ID attribute is not there, name attribute is not there, okay, class attribute is not there, then fourth option we generally have in for locators is a link text. Okay, the text between the anchor tags. Okay, it is a hyperlink. The text between the anchor tags can be used, guys. Okay, copy this text and here that you can use as a locator, guys. Okay, that you can use as a locator. I'll simply write driver dot find element by dot link text. Okay, there's another method known as link text. Okay, if you are not able to understand all this stuff, guys, okay, go back to my another course on Selenium Java and come back here. Okay, you'll get it. Okay, dot what I want to do, I want to select the option. So again click. If I click on the login, you will be taken to the login page. After you are taken to the login page, guys, okay, you have to enter the email address, password here. That to valid email address and valid password you have to enter. Okay, so how to enter the valid email address and valid password? So for that, you have to inspect this email address field, and here just see the attributes. ID attribute is not there, but name attribute is there. If name attribute is there, you can copy the name attribute and here say driver dot find element. I think ID attribute is there. Okay, ID attribute is there, ID and name are there. If ID is there, we will give preference to the ID, guys. Okay, copy the ID. Here I will say by dot ID for the email field, double quotes, provide the ID attribute value and say dot send keys. Send keys is the command for typing the text into the fields, guys. Here I want to type the email address as this one. Okay, double quotes of send keys, you provide the email address. So we are just giving the instructions to Selenium. Okay, so Selenium is there. We are writing the Selenium code inside this method, but this method is a TestNG test method. Okay, we are using Selenium and TestNG together. That's what I am mean to say. You don't want to give the space. You don't have to give the space actually. Then next one. Next one is what? I have to enter the password into the password field. Inspect this password field. And if you see any ID here, okay, ID is there, guys. Okay, copy the ID for the password field and say driver dot find element by dot ID, provide the ID of the password field dot send keys, provide the password. Okay, provide the password. That is 12345 is the password. Okay, done. 12345 is the password. I provided the valid password, guys. This is a valid email, valid password. I have to click on the login button. Inspect this login button. This login button doesn't have ID, name, class, or it's neither a link text or hyperlink. So the better way is that right click on the login, select a sub, and copy relative XPath. Okay, and just say driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath of that login button, guys. Okay, provide the XPath of that, paste it, and say dot. What I have to do on the button? I have to click on the button. So once I click on this button, you will get logged in. Okay, with valid credentials, you will get logged in. If you are logged in, then only you will get this edit your account information option or change your password option. Any of this you can take and verify whether this option is displayed or not. If this particular option is displayed, that means, you see, the purpose of any automation test is to verify whether, okay, when you are logging it with valid credentials, are you able to log in or not? We have to verify. Then you can pass the test. If you are not able to log in, you have to fail the test. So for that, TestNG is providing some assertions, guys. Okay, some assertions. So there is a predefined class in TestNG known as assert. Assert dot assert uh, true. I'll say. Okay, true. There are a lot of methods under assert, guys. All these assertion methods I'm going to cover later, guys. Okay, only one assertion I'm using for now. This assert class, predefined assert class, and predefined assert methods I'm going to okay cover in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so this at the rate test is one of the annotation. In the TestNG assertions annotations topic, I'm going to cover this at the rate test and other annotations possible. And also, assert class is a predefined class, and assert true is one of the method of the assert class. Like this assert true, there are other methods also under assert class of TestNG. Okay, which we can use for asserting, that is verifying whether the test has been passed or failed. Okay, so judgmental. Okay, judging whether this particular test has been failed or not. For that, we generally use assertions, guys. Okay, I'll cover more about assertions later. Okay, for now, as a sample, I'm using assert true here from TestNG. Here, I'll be writing inside the assert true. It is expecting true, guys. Inside this, I'll write down whether this option is displayed. If this option is displayed, pass the test. If the option is not, if this edit your account option is not displayed, then fail the test. That's what I want to do. So I have to create a locator for this edit your account information. This is a link text. As you can see, copy this. Driver dot find element by dot link text. Provide the link text. There is a command in Selenium, guys, to check whether this particular element is available on the web page or not. Okay, that is nothing but is displayed. If the element is displayed on the page, is displayed will return either true or false. If the element is displayed, this will return true. If the element is not displayed, is displayed will return false. You are asserting for what? True. If you are getting the result as true from the statement, true, true, then the test will pass. What if this edit your account information is not coming, somehow the credentials are not working? In that case, as a true is expecting true, but it will return false, guys, and your test will fail. Okay, that's what will happen. And finally, guys, we have to close the browser. Okay, driver dot quit. We have to quit the browser. Okay, we have to close the browser. For that command, quit command we'll use, which will close the browser. Okay, this will close the browser. Okay, here I'm writing commands. Close the browser. Okay, closes the browser. Now, one of the tests is completed, guys. Okay, one of the automation tests is completed in Selenium. Like this, we can create any number of automation tests. Okay, so we can run this if you want. If you want to see this, how this is working, fine. Save this. If there are no errors, then that's fine. Just click on this run button. There are multiple ways to run this, guys. Okay, you can either click on this run button, or you can right click on this login.java and say run as TestNG test, or you can click on this run option, run login. Okay, anything is fine, but I prefer single test is there, right? Better I will go with the run option here. So this will open the Chrome browser, maximize the browser, open the application URL, then it will click on the my account, then it will click on the select the login option. It is very fast, entering the email password and then verifying whether edit your account information and finally closing the browser. It was very fast, and you see the test has been passed here. Okay, you can see that in the results console also it's saying test run 1 passed 1. Okay, one test has been passed. Only one test has been done, that is passed. And also you can see here clearly under login class, verify login with valid credentials, test method has been passed. Similarly, okay, another test method you can create, guys. This time I'll create another test method, the same class. public void verify login with invalid credentials. Okay, invalid credentials. I'll give invalid credentials, guys. So I'll write at the rate test here. Okay, so I already imported, don't have to import. These steps will be same, guys, till I go to the login page and all the stuff. I'll copy everything. I'll modify that accordingly. Okay, according to my needs. Okay, we'll open the Chrome browser, maximize the browser, open the application URL. Then we'll click on my account. Then we'll click on select the login option. Okay, I'll log out here. I'll show you. So here from the home page, what I'm trying to do from the home page, I'm clicking on my account. After that, I'll select the login option. Then I'll enter the, here I have to, after going to the login page, I have to enter invalid email address. I should not be entering a valid email address. But what the problem with entering the invalid email address is, if you're running this test multiple times, you'll get a security error saying that, okay, uh, it will treat like as like a hacker, and it will lock our account for 1 hour. For example, if you go to ATM and try to give wrong pin for 3 times, what will happen? Fourth time, you'll not be able to enter the pin, because it will say that your card has been disabled for the next 24 hours, right? Same thing will happen here, guys. If you're using the same invalid email address multiple times, it will lock your account and the test will not run and it will fail with a different warning message. Okay, so that's the reason what we are trying to do is, instead of giving some one sample invalid email address, I'll try to generate the email address, guys. Okay, I'll try to generate the email address. So here I'll create a method, guys, to generate the email address. Public void generate email timestamp. Okay, generate email timestamp. Whether you understand or not, this is from Java, guys. The method logic will involve Java date functions. If you don't know about date in Java, you just refer to my Java course. Okay, detailed Java course I created. Okay, where I explained about the date and all those stuff. Okay, you have to create an object for the date. This is from Java, guys. Import this date from java.util package, and now return date dot to string. Convert that into string. Say dot replace. These are the string methods, guys. String methods in Java. Okay, date dot to string. Replace. Replace what? I want to replace space. Okay, in the timestamp you will get spaces, guys. Okay, in the timestamp, this date dot to string will print a timestamp like ist Tuesday, like that. Okay, some date, some month and all it will print. So there will be some spaces. I'll replace the spaces with underscore symbol. Okay, because I want a single word. A dot replace. There will be some colon symbols which email address will not accept. So replace the mold character. Colon symbols also will be coming in this date timestamp. Okay, colon. Also replace that with underscore. Okay, if you are very curious, guys, just try to print data to string by yourself and see how it is coming and why I'm writing space and why I'm replacing space with underscore, why I'm replacing colon with underscore. You try it. Okay, first you print this one, you will get the idea. Tuesday, TUE space, then okay, some other thing, month or year or something will come with spaces. Okay, and colon symbols. Timestamps will come, time like 12 colon 13 colon 14, like that time will come. Okay, that colons I am replacing with underscore symbol, and I am at the end appending at the rate gmail.com. Okay, every time you run this, guys, okay, uh, at least seconds will change, right? Okay, when you run this code, at least seconds will change. That's why every time you run this code, okay, what will happen? A new email address will be generated. Okay, unique email address will be generated according to the timestamp, guys. Okay, here you have to return string, guys, then it will work. Now this generate timestamp method I will call from invalid email address here. Okay, send keys. Here I'm providing a new email address every time. Okay, invalid new email address. Here invalid password also I'll give 67890. It's an invalid password, and click on the login button. So what if I give some invalid email address here? Okay, what if I give invalid email address and invalid password here and click on the login button? I'm getting a warning message. I'm getting a warning message. I have to verify whether this warning message is coming or not. If warning message is not coming, that is a defect in the software. Okay, if a user is giving invalid credentials, the user should not be allowed to log in. Rather, a warning message should be displayed. That is the actual functionality of the software. So how to assert that? How to assert that this warning message is displayed? Inspect this warning message, guys. Inspect this warning message. Where is the warning message? Uh, Here is the warning message. Warning message is inside the div tag, guys. Okay, warning message is inside the div tag. So if you are good in XPath expressions, creating your own XPath expressions. So for that, I have another okay. video created. You can check another video, guys, where I created how to create your own XPath expressions and CS selectors, and don't depend on these tools like selector sub, because sometimes we have to customize our XPath expressions according to our needs. Okay, selector sub will not be able to generate everything for us. Okay, if you inspect this, okay, so and auto generate, so it will generate something for us. Okay, it will generate something for us. That's okay. Okay, so relative CSS something is coming. Still fine, we can use it, but I don't want to depend on this. I want to create my own, right, XPath or something. So what I will do here is I'll copy this portion alert dismissible and say double slash div. I'll say at the rate class, sorry, contains. I'll use contains function, contains. All this knowledge, if you want to get, guys, you watch my other videos on locators, like how to create your own XPath and CS locators. Okay, at the rate class having value as alert dismissible, like this I'll give, and put a semicolon here. You see it will locate the div section only. This warning part only it is locating. And under this div, we got the warning. Okay. Copy this XPath expression. And here I'll write down assert dot assert true. Here I'll write down some code, guys. So just see here what I'm trying to write. Driver dot find element. Driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath. I'll say there's a method known as getText, guys. Okay, there is a method in Selenium known as getText method. This purpose of the method is to get the text between the div tags. Okay, this is the element that is located, right? You see here div XPath is equal to 1 coming here with selector sub. That means this particular portion has been selected, and in between the div tags there is a I tag and there is some warning. Okay, so here warning text is there between the div tags. Okay, so getText will retrieve all this I and warning and everything. So I'll say contains function from strings I'll give. Okay, after get text, I'll say 1 minute dot, yeah, T is missing, get text dot contains, I'll say, okay, dot contains string method contains what? Some string. What is the string that you are expecting here? A warning message. What is the warning message? This warning message. Copy this warning message, guys, and paste it here. Okay, that's it. If it returns true, that means the warning message is displayed on the web page. Okay, warning message is displayed on the web page if it returns true. Okay, assert true we are saying. Fine. Okay, so two test methods we have created for sample now. Okay, and now I want to run the two test methods, guys. Okay, I want to run both of the test methods. Okay, so here also we'll follow the process. Selenium library run single test method. I showed you using run option we can run, or using right click on file on code. Okay, on code also you can say right click and say run as TestNG test. This is one way, or you can click on run here, or you can click on this run option. You can right click and say run as. Multiple options are there to run the code. Okay, and I'm now showing, I'm creating multiple, I have already created multiple TestNG tests here. For sample, I created two TestNG tests. Okay, two TestNG tests having the Selenium code. Both are separate TestNG tests. Okay, one is in with valid credentials we are verifying, with invalid credentials another test case we are verifying. Okay, by default, if you run the code, how they will be executed? Okay, right click, run as, or run all. You just say run all here. Better. Just click on run all, guys. It will run all the automation test methods inside this login class. Okay, run all will run all, or you can say login and run as, and right click on the file and run as. Anything is fine, guys. Okay, first test what it is running, and second test what it is running, we have to see. So in the test results, if you go and see here, first one is login with invalid credentials, but I have written login with valid credentials method first. How come login with invalid credentials is executed first, then login with valid got executed? This is because of alphabetical order, guys. Okay, by default, the automation scripts, by default, this TestNG test methods will be executed based on the name, that is alphabetical name. You see, verify, login with, up to here is same. Verify, login with is same. After that, what is coming? V is coming. After that, here I is coming. I comes first in alphabets, or V comes first? I comes first. Alphabetically, I comes first. Hence, this particular test method is executed first. Okay. Invalid credentials is executed first, then valid credentials. Internally, what happens is this V will be converted to ASCII number. Okay. You see, every character has a ASCII number. Okay. Let me take you to the ASCII table. ASCII table. Okay. Every character has a number, guys. Okay. Just go here and click on this link. You'll get a ASCII table, and check the ASCII number for this capital V. What is ASCII number for capital V? You just check here, the ASCII table, capital V. Capital V 86 guys, okay, and capital I 73. Which one is greater, 73 or 86? 86 is greater. And which one is lower? 73. So lowest will be, okay, lowest alphabet. Alphabetical order means lowest alphabet, okay. Convert it to ASCII number and then which one is lowest, that will be tested first. That will be running first. Hence, this is what is happening, guys, okay. But if you want your own priority, guys, if you want your own priority, okay, you can set the priority also. There is an attribute known as priority attribute, guys, which I will be covering in the upcoming sessions also. But here, as a situation came, if I want to change the order, first I want valid credentials automation script to be executed first. So I'll give the priority as, I'll change the priority. I will change the order of the execution. This is how the TestNG works with Selenium, guys. Okay, you can change the priority of the execution and all the stuff. Okay, here priority is equal to 2. You see, the login functionality may have more automation tests, more test cases to be automated, like 27, 28 for this application. Let's assume, for example. So I can create 27 test methods inside the same login class. Okay, I can create 27 test methods inside the same login class. Okay, but for sample, I'm creating only 2, guys. Okay, so for sample, I'm creating only 2. Like that, you can create 27 test methods here. And if you want them to be executed in a particular order, like this one to be first and this one to be second, then you have to give the priority attribute, guys. Provide the circular brackets before the beside the test annotation and provide the priority attribute and is equal to 1 for the test method that need to be executed first, and priority is equal to for the test method that need to be executed second. Okay, I'll explain more about priority in depth in the upcoming sessions. Okay, now run this code, guys. This time run all. You see, this one will verify with valid will run first, and then verify with invalid will run second. Okay. So this is how we can use TestNG with Selenium, guys. Okay, this is one of the examples so that you'll get a kind of right, feel like how Selenium can be used with TestNG, or how TestNG can be used with Selenium, okay, for automation. Okay, it plays a major role in frameworks, guys. TestNG plays a major role in frameworks. It is a backbone, you can say. Verify login with valid credentials, verify login with invalid. You see, now priority came to the valid and then invalid because we manually mentioned priority is equal to 1, priority is equal to 2 here. Okay, now check results. We can also check the results, guys. Okay, we can also check our results. Okay, where we can check the results, we can check our results in one of the places, output console here. Okay, here this is a place where you can get the results. You see, passed 2 test cases got passed and 2 test cases got run, nothing got failed, nothing got skipped. Two got run, 2 got passed. This is one place where you can find the results. Second place is this tab, guys, results of TestNG test. You see, under the login there are 2 test methods, @TestNG test methods. Both have been executed and both have been passed. Passed is equal to here. Okay, fine. This is another way. And also you can generate a report, guys. You can generate a report. Right click, refresh the project once, refresh the project one. I'll delete this folder, guys. I don't know whether this is the latest one or older one. I'll run the scripts again. Another way to run is right click, run as TestNG test. Okay. Both the tests will be running, guys. Or you can right click on the login.java and run as. Anything is fine. First test is running. Sometimes, guys, this is a demo application. This may struck. Just press enter, guys. Just press enter. But in real time, you should not press enter. Just for the sake of demo, you just press enter so that it will not waste your time. Okay. Sometimes it will be fast and sometimes it will be like this. Okay. So now you see the same order and now refresh the project. Once you before refreshing the project, there is no test output folder. Now I'll refresh the project here, guys. I'll refresh the project here. I'll say refresh and get a test output folder. Under the test output folder, you'll see this index.html file. Let's say open with web browser. You see, this is the TestNG report. We'll get the TestNG report also. Okay, TestNG results tab I showed you, and now TestNG report also we are getting. Refresh the project and test output folder index.html. So next time when you run the scripts, if you want to get the latest report, you delete this folder and run the scripts. Okay, so that you'll get a latest report. You see what the report is saying. Report is saying that we have run 2 test methods, 2 got passed. Okay, here one test means one class, guys, login class. Under the login class, there are 2 methods. Okay, under this test, you have 2 methods and 2 got passed. Login test, login with valid credentials, invalid credentials, and login with valid credentials. Like that. Okay, like that you got the report. Report is done. That is the TestNG results report. This is how TestNG works with Selenium, guys, by generating the report and showing the results of the automation scripts. We have verified here. You see, using assertions, we have verified whether the test, this particular test is passing or fail. Here also we have put an assertion. I'll explain more about assertions later, but this is just to get a feel of Selenium and TestNG, how they work together and all. Okay, okay. So And in the next session, guys, I will show you how to use TestNG testing framework for with the rest assured automation for automating the API tests. Okay, Selenium for UI test automation, whereas rest assured automation tool for API test automation. How to do that, I'm going to demonstrate in the upcoming session. Okay, till that you can wait. So hope guys you understood how to use TestNG testing framework for Selenium automation for automating the UI tests. So that's all for this session. In the next session, okay, I'll be covering another TestNG topic for you. Till then, see you. Bye bye.